Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's Google Partners Nordics bi-weekly news bulletin. My name is Peter. I'm here in Dublin from the Google Marketing Solutions team. And with me, as always, here's Sonia.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I work with Peter, also in Dublin, in the Google Marketing Solutions team. And let's go to our product updates.
Let's do it. Let's have a close look at the agenda first and foremost here. Today, we have 3 exciting product updates for you. We're going to be looking at the bumper ads that just launched today. We're going to be looking at the new customer match features that are super exciting as well, and the account level site links for you guys as well. Now, the second part of this agenda here is the frequently asked questions of the week, which for this week is going to be similar audience best practices for search. But before we get started with that, let's have a look at the upcoming partner trainings. Sonia, do you want to begin?
Yeah, so with Sweden, in Stockholm, we have a full training on the September 28th and September 29th with Analytics Part 1 and 2. Unfortunately, they're full, but hopefully you'll get a spot on AdWords Fundamentals October 6th or Shopping Advertising on October 11th. Then on to Helsinki, we have Display Advertising October 12th, Mobile Advertising October 18th, and Video Advertising November 3rd.
Great. And for Norway, we have on October 11th, AdWords Fundamentals. October 13th will be Display Advertising. And on October 20th, we'll have Mobile Advertising, all 3 of them taking place in Oslo. And for the Danes, October 13th will be your day of AdWords Fundamentals. October 19th, Shopping Advertising. And then finally, November 10th, we have Video Advertising. All 3 of these will be taking place in Copenhagen. And as always, please remember to sign up everybody who you would like to bring and who would want to participate in one of these trainings, just to make sure that we have room enough for everybody. All right, let's dive straight into it here. Let's begin with the bumper ads, an exciting new feature here that we have to our YouTube advertising here. And as we say, good things come in small packages. Basically, we're introducing a new format here in the form of bumper ads in this mobile-first world, where advertisers usually are challenged to make a desirable impact really on the end user here with a very short attention span and with the smaller screens. So to cope with this change, we are now creating these bite-sized complements to TrueView. So this is not to take over from your TrueView efforts. This is just an addition to TrueView. And I'll go through that in a minute on how that will work. But it's basically just to help you extend your reach and your brand results for any of your TrueView campaigns that you have at the moment. So bumper ads in its very briefest form is 6 seconds non-skippable in-stream ads. So what you can basically use these for is to drive additional reach and brand impact mostly. They're mobile first by definition. So they're eligible to serve more frequently, particularly on mobile, where we see an expansion in terms of the users compared to other video ad formats out there. So if we look at it, what kind of strategies can you then now be running with this new format? Well, if you use or pair your bumper ads with the TrueView or Google Preferred campaigns, you can drive this incremental brand reach and impact on 3 major levels here. You can use them as either a teaser here, where you do a brand announcement with the bumper ads, and then you tell the full story through your TrueView efforts upon maybe a launch of a new product or a new service, or when you're getting closer to a launch date or of a concert or similar. Now, secondly, you can amplify the message that you want to send here by running these bumper ads in conjunction with your longer videos, just to keep it top of mind always for the end users. And thirdly and finally, we have this echoing effect here, where you'll be able to keep, after your ended campaign for your TrueView ads, you'll be able to keep kind of the key messages here top of mind with your customers for a longer period of times with these non-skippable 6 seconds ads, where you highlight certain messages that you had in your longer campaigns. So really exciting stuff here, I would say. Now, the benefits here is in terms of brand impact, if we look at the recall effects here, is that once you couple these with the TrueView, we do see an increase. There was actually a case study done for Audi, their Q7 series car in Germany, where we saw an increase of 147% actually initially with these bumper ads. So we see an increase that is quite heavy on the brand impact side here. Now you also get a greater reach, which of course means an efficient CPM with a higher frequency. Now this is mainly due to the format of the ad, basically the mobile and the increased usage of mobile in terms of video. It's mobile optimized, of course, so you will actually be able to deliver your messages within a very, very short time span here to users with a very low ad tolerance on mobile. So it's very ideal to the world that we're in right now and the way that the trends are moving. So super exciting, just launched today. Have a closer look at it and start using it. But remember, this is in addition to your TrueView campaigns and not to be used instead of your TrueView.
Great, thank you, Peter. So on to our second update on customer match, something that we get a lot of questions about. So firstly, Google will now hash your emails for you. So all you need to do is upload your regular email list to AdWords, and they will be automatically hashed. That's a great addition because before you would have to do that yourself manually. Also, instead of deleting or adding new lists, you can always now replace your existing customer match lists. This is also available through API in October. Also, thirdly, you can now upload up to 3 million non-hashed emails at a time or 1 million hashed emails. So this is also an increase to what we've had before.
Definitely.
To our third update is that we have account level site links now launched for search ads. So as of this week, all AdWords customers can create account level site link extensions for their search ads. This is a complement to other extensions that have been available on account level, and now you can do the same with site links. So you can find it as you can find, for example, your callout extensions. You have the account extension tab there, so just navigate there and you'll be able to add them throughout all your campaigns on account level, which will simplify your account management in the future.
Perfect.
So on to our frequently asked question of the week, as usual. And that will go on to similar audiences. So we get a lot of questions also about this. What are they? And what are the best practices in using them? So basically, in its essence and very shortly said, on your existing audiences, we will create similar audiences that reflect the users that you have on your audiences to also create larger audiences for your marketing. So when you have a great list, you can also extend it to other potential users. Well, one best practice on this is to use it on narrow, for example, category pages from your site, create an audience there, and then use similar audience based on that. Then you have a more specific audience in use, but there is also value in using audiences from your whole site and using similar audiences created from those. So it's just a recommendation to use different kinds of audiences to get the best results. So to use it, add similar audience lists to current campaigns and bid based on the list value or its performance. More about that if we go on to the next slide. So when you want to improve your performance, we recommend using several audiences at the same time, also possibly in the same ad groups. So when you look at this grid, you'll see different kinds of targeting methods based on the user types. So with custom match traffic, you have people who've interacted with your brand earlier, you know them, you have their emails, and you're able to target them again. Then you have people who've interacted with your website, for instance, and from those you'll be able to create remarketing lists and audiences. Then we have the people who are yet to interact with your brand, who are also very interesting. These you can reach with similar user data, as said, or even further demographic data when you've identified the best demographic groups for your products or services. And then, of course, we have the audiences that we don't have any data yet that could be potential users in the future and that we would need to reach later on. So in more detail, you have a lot of audiences now created from different types of users or different visitors on your site. We recommend implementing them together just to get more performance data from the different audience lists. So for instance, here we have an example of different kinds of lists. We have, for example, RLSA cart abandoners, people who've put something in their cart but then left your site. And these visitors, for instance, are very valuable because they've been actually intending to buy your products. For this group, you would put a bid adjustment of 100%. Then you would have your similar to RLSA cart abandoners list, where you might bid a bit less, maybe plus 50%, because they're not as likely to convert maybe, but they're still very valuable and you want to reach these people. Then we have your customer match list for lapsed purchasers of over 180 days, for instance. So for these, you might want to bid maybe 10% because they've already purchased, but they're likely to purchase in the future too. And then we have a demo group of female. Perhaps you've identified that this target group would be a potential source of customers for you. And for these, their importance for you is plus 5%. So with these bid adjustments, you will signal to AdWords what group you value the most, and you will also see a difference in performance based on that. And then going on with that, you will be able to adjust your bid adjustments, seeing as how your conversions will go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what is really important here, as Sonia rightfully mentioned here, is that each of these lists are going to be differently important to you, depending on also the customer that you're targeting. So if you look at it from a more sales side perspective here, you want to always keep in consideration what would the target cost per acquisition be versus the total number of conversions when you start doing this, and then adjust that according to your bid adjustments, right? Mm-hmm. So how far along in the purchasing funnel are these customers, and where do you really want to target them the most? So super exciting stuff here, I would say. It's really cool feature.
Great, thank you, Peter. Thank you very much for attending our hangout.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time. So if you have any questions following up to this, please just post them here, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So feel free to ask any questions along the way.
Have a great week.
Have a great week, guys. Thank you.